Hey Clashers, and welcome back to another video. And today we have a really cool one because today we're going to spectate one of the best pro pushers out there. And I'm talking about none other than Boom, team captain of alternate attacks. And he was friendly enough to get me into his friend list. And then we're able to spectate a few of his legend attacks. And since it's all about there are only a few days left in this Legend season. Obviously, everyone is tryharding and whatsoever. So I'm super thankful that he was still doing this. And I would say, let's get started and let's hope that we're learning some new tricks from those top pushes. So let's get started. And he's pushing with Blizzard Lalo, a strategy which is really liked by a lot of players because it most of the time feels not as hard, for example, as Sui Lalo, because with limping in the beginning, you're taking already a huge part of the base out, but it's all about what are you using the blimp for. This is kind of the trick, and this is the thing, for example, where I'm personally struggling a lot. For example, I would have most likely went for a super risky blimp on that right side somewhere, but Boom instead is just saying, okay, I want to get the Town Hall, I want to get nice pathing, and I want to lure out the clan castle. Those are my objectives in this one. The next thing is just luring out the clan castle, taking that out at the top side, and then he's just going for that enemy scatter and then just doing the Lalo, I guess, into the enemy eagle. Things like that. They look so simple, so let's see if it's working as intended, using the Baby Dragon to funnel the king and obviously the queen to push everything inside. This so far is looking pretty solid. Sneaky goblins in there as well, just to push this king even safer into that compartment. And on the left side already the minion. So this so far as an entry is looking really damn good for this attack. Now all about taking down the enemy royal champion. His own royal champion should get the sweeper, maybe even the core inferno. That would be huge. Using now the invisibility spell. This is something which I'm nearly never doing, by the way. For example, I always use my my invisibility spells in the beginning. I'm always trying to non-stop dropping them. But instead, Boom is saying, okay, I'm saving one of those spells, making sure I can do that. And now he has the Lalo started at the right side. Obviously, there are a ton of multi-inferno towers, which is at the top because at the top of the rankings, there are a lot of people attacking with the Lalo. So multi-inferno towers are 100% needed. And now we have the Lalo getting into that base. Super nice Warden ability. I would have never placed my Warden over there. This is such a cool thing to see that he's always planning ahead, using the Warden where he's needing that. And, well, I mean, the base, to be honest, this looks so crushed. The scatter should go down. Yeah, the scatter's going down. Yes, 45 seconds left. Guys, this first base is completely crushed by Boom. Really nice attack. I think the enemy, at least I think I remember the clan name of the enemy, of his opponents. So I guess he's quite high up there, or at least the clan. Not sure. Either way, great first attack. So let's get right into the second one. We have a ton of attacks today. So let's see. The next base, wait a second. That base looks really weird. I mean, I already faced this base, I think, a couple of times, but I'm kind of surprised that it's high up there in the Legend League, even though it's not really surprising too much, to be honest. But I'm looking forward to seeing how it's getting attacked by Boom. And I feel like I have to talk about this as well, because just having Boom on this on the channel and everything, and seeing those pros push that high, I feel like we have to mention this. And this is kind of this problem which is ongoing still, and that's the win trading. The win trading in Legend League is super annoying, and we all know that the top legends are all win trading, or basically buying their defenses. And by this I mean the attackers, if they're getting a 1-star on them, and this is the important thing, it's a 1-star, not a 0-star. Otherwise you could track that. Otherwise a 0-star, you can easily track that down and make it kind of obvious. But a 1-star, I mean, a 1-star can happen, right? Kinda. Even though if you're around 6k trophies, it's kind of unlikely that they're doing 1-stars, to be honest. And, well, those top pushers are just buying their defenses, and that's how they're so high up there. Obviously, they're doing great in offense as well. Don't get me wrong, they're not bad players, but they are helping themselves with having those odd defenses whatsoever. So that's kind of the problem. And yes, obviously, meanwhile, in the background, we have this crazy attack from Boom, but I want to talk about this. Meanwhile, we have top players, and I'm not talking about myself, don't get me wrong. I see already the comments, the comment warriors going on it's you would never be high up. I don't talk about myself. Don't get me wrong. I will not even be close to what for example, Boom or other players high up there are doing. But I think it's fair for them. I feel like we should see the best players out there in the top legends and not the people who can buy the most defenses. That's just now not how things are. And I feel like with videos like this, I hope that like somehow it's catching some people and somehow things like this are getting more popular and some people are doing something about this. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. Either way, this base got completely crushed with the thing which I feel like is really interesting. He first used his heroes and then the blimp, which I feel like is kind of uncommon. At least I never tried this. I never saw this either. So really nice trick from Boom. So let's take a look. I think the blimp is going to go onto those bitter huts because that's just my guess. And hey, I'm right. At least the planning, I could maybe get close to what they think. But even though like I most likely would have misdropped my blimp or something. Either way, those headhunters are being quite annoying, but the blimp should be able to reach it. It is in the compartment, so we can reach the enemy scatter, which is already down. Enemy Queen and the Multi-Inferno Tower and take out the entire core. So this MG so far is looking amazing. He's keep dropping his invisibility spells, and now he's all about going for that Town Hall, I guess. Because if that Town Hall is down, he can use the Warden ability whenever he wants, and that base is just crushed then. Since there's the Multi-Inferno Tower, obviously this gives a lot of power to the heroes, because that means there's not too much damage. But a pretty common thing, for example, all of those legend bases, which you might want to copy as well, is we have 2 to 3 Multi-Inferno Towers in the current meta in Legend League, in the defending, and then we have 4 ground expos. This is like the approach which most of the players are going for. Obviously, there are a couple of people out there who would like try to heavily defend air, but most of the time, those people are really struggling against strategies like P.E.K.K.A Smash and things like that. So the combination which you want to run is like 4 ground expos and obviously the Inferno Towers. And this so far is looking pretty good. I mean, now he's using like 2 loons to get rid of the expo. Really good that he's using 2 though, because if there's a black mine, this loon would have been dead already. So really good choice that he's going with 2 loons. And now just the huge wall of loons getting placed into that base nicely. Warden ability is covering everything. Warden ability is making sure those headhunters can nice and easy take down the enemy royal champion. And this from this point on is just looking so easy. It's just incredible. Like seeing the blimps those pros are doing, it is just crazy. It is just so crazy, so cool to watch. And now we have like the last defense basically being the eagle, which is quite kind of funny. Either way, we have 1 minute left on the clock, and I feel like Boom just completely smashed that base. Like, oh my goodness! After that blimp in the beginning, there was nothing left anymore, and he's just keep pushing with that. So really nicely done, really great job to Boom, and another 3-star on the board. So that's just crazy. Next attack, and we have Boom. Wait a second, that's stars. Wait a second. So Boom is facing off against stars from Queen Walkers in Legend. That's so cool that those top pro players are facing off against each other as well. That's so fun. So this one's going to be interesting because Stars, I feel like, is sometimes pushing with the Blimp Lalo as well, like Blizzard Lalo as well. So I feel like he might have baited some entries. So I feel like Boom is going for a kind of hopefully non-baited entry. He's going not over a corner. He's going to go right on top of that scatter, and he's making sure the Blimp is reaching that Town Hall, which so far looks great. He should take care really easily of that Town Hall. There's a lot of giant bombs, but somehow Super Wizard survived. Now, oh my goodness, this invisibility spell, taking out another Multi-Inferno Tower, that looks great. Luring out the Clan Castle now as well. This means he can nice and easy lure out that. The scatter is being quite low. Now I have to think about, he somehow needs to get his Royal Champion, or his Royal Champ ability at least, onto the scatter. So what would he do? Like, what would I do? I feel like I would go for the Royal Champ, for the enemy Royal Champ, and then place his own Royal Champ from the top side onto the scatter. But let's see what Boom is going to do. It feels like he wants to go for the Eagle. Yeah, that's what it looks like. He's going to go for that Eagle, using the King Wizard on the outside to push everything inside. And then I guess a delayed Royal Champ onto this air defense because, I mean, he has to, right? I mean, not sure. Let's see what exactly he's going to do. I feel like this scatter needs to go down. Yeah, okay. Now the delayed Royal Champ, as I said, onto the air defense, or like going now into the base. The King and Queen are walking around. This looks, oh my goodness. Where is the base? Guys, where's that base? He still has an invisibility spell for that Royal Champion, taking down the... Oh my, is he even getting the multi? No, you can't do that. No. This base, like, where is the base? What happened? What happened to this base? Oh my goodness. That base got completely crushed. That is so crazy. That is so crazy. Just having now the easy, kind of easy Lalo, I would say, having the multi next to the scatter. So this shouldn't be any problem now. Keep freezing that multi and the scatter together. He still has the warden ability, which he's going to use now. Another haste to get the last two important defenses down. And he says the headhunter. Where's he going to place the headhunter? I guess after the ground expo is going to go down. Something like this. But either way, like, I mean, there's... Wow, that attack was just a crazy overkill. Headhunter's going in. Headhunter should survive that and take down the enemy queen. No, the queen actually... No. The queen's actually fighting back. But even though the queen is surviving, that shouldn't be any problem. Easy taking down the next base. And that was Stardust from Keywalkers. That's kind of funny. Next attack is in, and that's another attack. We have the double sweeper into the direction... into the direction of the town hall. Where is he going to blim? Maybe on one of the bitter huts? Does that make sense? No, I guess I know, Boom. He's not going for those blims. He's going for something else. Okay, he's going for the gold mine or gold storage. I feel like gold storage makes more sense, right? Because you want to take down the core. Yeah, okay. I see the plan. Okay. Makes sense. He tries to go for the scatter. Enemy queen and the multi-inferno tower. That's like his main targets right now. So let's see if he's getting all of that. So far looks good. He should take care of most of the stuff. Okay, now he's taking care of the enemy royal champion instead of the queen, which is totally fine as well. But he took care of the entire core. Like, oh my goodness. Town hall is activated though, so that's not the best thing to happen, but it should be alright, to be honest. And now let's see what exactly he's going to do. First, I think he's trying to, using the Royal Champ to get that. One thing which I have learned as well watching Boom's attacks is that he's quite often using the Royal Champion to take down the enemy Hound, which I feel like I have not done that so often before. I'm always using the Queen, but I feel like the Royal Champion sometimes is the smarter choice. So, yeah, kind of interesting to see that, the approach over there. But now the queen needs to go for that town hall. I mean, the town hall was activated quite early, so that's obviously not the best thing to have. Is he going to freeze that or something? Yeah, okay, he's going to freeze that just to make sure that the town hall is going down because his queen is walking around the outside. Royal Champ is happening, so he's getting another multi-inferno tower. I feel like the Lalo isn't even the most complicated thing about this strategy. I feel like, especially with Blizzard Lalo, it's all about your hero part, and it's all about your blimp. If you can make those things right, and it's just so crushing this attack. But I feel like it is not that easy to get this right. Because whenever I try this, or at least maybe I'm just not that good with that, with like finding the entries. But I don't know, like it is not as easy as it looks trying to find the correct entries. But either way, the Lado's now getting into the back end. The Eagle obviously still alive. The multi-inferno tower should be hasted. Like the loon should be hasted in there. There's so many loons on the back end. Those guys are always saving so many loons for the back end. That's quite impressive. I always have to drop them in the beginning because I'm kind of scared of my loons are dying out. But either way, this is going to be another crushing 3-star thing. Yeah, top left, there are 2 minions on this elixir storage. We have minions everywhere. This is looking really good. This is looking really good for Boom. Such a crazy attack. Really nicely done. Once again, the next triple. I mean... This is kind of crazy. This is kind of crazy seeing all of those attacks. So let's take a look at the next one. And this is a ring base. Kind of interesting. I mean, obviously, all of those guys high up there, or most of the guys are up there, are win trading, so they do not care about what type of base they're going to activate. But either way, now there's the blimp. The sweeper is pushing the blimp once. Okay, now it's getting kind of close. Okay, the blimp needs to make it into that compartment. The sweeper is not shooting at all, okay, but this means the blimp is in that compartment. That's what counts. And now the blimp can take down everything. Like, the blimp should reach everything. You even make sure that the scatter is going down with the next invisibility spell. And now the next Inferno Tower. Wow, those timings are so incredible. They're so impressive. And now, yeah, the entire core already carved out. Like, this is... Whew, I mean... This is just looking so crazy. This is looking so crazy. Okay, let's see if he can just like keep push this through. He's using the queen, the king. Wait a second. Boom, are you for real? He's using the ground ward. I mean, obviously it was intentional that he used that warden. right there because he had it on ground. But why? Like, I feel like the one is always better with the. Okay, he needs to get some crazy Lalo. If there's a back-end Mocha Inferno Tower or something like that, that could be kind of scary, to be honest. He's taking care of the top side with a couple of loons, making sure those are already taken down. And I mean, now the Sui looks pretty good. He's just keep using those freezes, which means he has no freezes later on for his Lalo. So, well, let's see. I guess the queen should take down the mortar. She should take down the eagle as well with her ability. But I feel like the enemy Inferno Tower is needed as well. Like, is she going to take down the Inferno Tower as well? That would be huge. Is she going to do that? Go, go, go. And wow. 60%. With the blimp and heroes, 60% of the base is down. That is just insane. But we have to say, there's only 2 hounds. And there's the scatter still alive, and there's no freezes. There's no freezes whatsoever, and this is going to be tricky, I guess. I mean, he just has to keep pasting them in there. Enemy Royal Champ is being kind of tricky to deal with because there is the enemy X-Bow and obviously all of the damage. So the Royal Champ is staying alive, it seems like. There are so many air skeletons. Oh my goodness, this is getting so close. But the elephant should drop. The Royal Champion is trying her best to defend this. Considering that he got 60% with his heroes, like I said, loons without a warden is kind of crazy. Not even the warden ability, but just all about the warden aura, like the extra HP. That is wow. Okay, now let's take a look, and we have Yo-Yo and Boom at the top in Germany in the rankings. Let's see where they are in the global leaderboards. We have obviously the Wind Traders on top, and then we have Yo-Yo on 22 and Boom on 24 or something. That is some crazy stuff. Boom on 24, yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching. A huge shout out to Boom and Yo-Yo, obviously, because Yo-Yo did this as well in the stream. So his videos will be up there soon as well. Huge shout out to those two for making for allowing me to spectate everything. So huge thank you. And well, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys back tomorrow. Until then, see ya and bye bye.